Friends, welcome to Mantra IAS Academy. This is Bhupati Raj. Of course, today's wonderful event, that is current affairs series, especially in form of what? Questions. Multiple choice questions, and nothing but I kept a name this called as what? Current affairs quiz. Just follow my channel regularly. And these are the questions taken from all the newspapers of today. At the same time, wonderful thing of AIR, Akashvani News, you can say All India Radio News, and the same time DD News, which are very useful for our exam. Thus, I'm not focusing any other issues which are very crucial for our examination like UPSC and CLAT. So just follow my channel regularly. By that, you can definitely develop your, of course, current affairs part, and you can do well, my youngsters. I'll challenge in that point. Please, just one thing is that be regular. And in this case, beta 45 questions are there. Covered majority points. International issues are there, of course. That's you can say IR, and you can say P for policy and politics. Fundamental points which are very essential for us, including some articles here. At the same time, each and every sports, of course, you cover whatever the points are there for our, just I can have just I told you one point, now that SLEPT, S for social issues, L for legal issues, E educational economy, even economy points are there, right? P for polity and policy making, and T for technological issues. Everything I have covered, but I'll do one thing. I'll start with question number 9. BRICS originally included all except option A Brazil, B Russia, C India, D Indonesia. I think I know the basic point of in the point of BRICS. First it was BRIC only, beta. Later is added. So what is that? B for Brazil, R for of course Russia, it's there, and I for my wonderful country India, and C for China, beta. But therefore what you can say it's not included in the beginning. Answer is Indonesia. In the BRICS, of course, if you consider South Africa also there. But now in this one, sir, when did Indonesia join? The last year. That's even if you want to say, ask the date also, I'll tell you better. January 6th of 2025, if I'm not wrong. 2025 is Pakka, even January 6th also I'll mention that. At that time, the presidentship of Brazil actually. At the same time, one more point I want to tell you this. Indonesia is the first nation in the Southeast Asian nations. Yeah, that is what actually we have. So Indonesia is of that specific concept. Now go to question number 10, beta. The new development bank is associated with IMF, G20, BRICS, and WTO. All expansions here. International Monetary Fund and of course G20 and BRICS I just mentioned now as of now. Just WTO, World Trade Organization. So NDB, New Development Bank, is associated with BRICS nations. That's very important point, beta. It's a very fantastic point, of course, established by, this is what BRICS, even if you want to go for this, new bank and new development bank is established by BRICS nations, even it is a better thing, right? Now come to the point of question number 11, beta. Yes, Jaishankar chaired which important meeting hosted by India? Right, hosted by India, hope you understood that. Now our wonderful External Affairs Minister, so SCO Defense Minister meeting, and BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting, ASEAN Summit, NATO Conference. Beta, the answer for this question is yes. India hosted the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting chaired by our wonderful External Affairs Minister Jaishankar Sahab. So answer is BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting. Beta, now question number, in this case, very one important point is not. So in examination, within days of time, you have to face your wonderful prelims. I wish you all the best. You will do definitely better. Don't worry that. Be confident because you did much, gathered much information. Of course, you finished a number of books, number of practice tests. Be confident. You will do definitely better. Don't worry for that. Then come to the point. Which country among the following is not a part of the BRICS? Option A, China, B, Russia, C, Japan, D, South Africa. Beta, I told you that BRICS indicates all these three nations except Japan. So answer is Japan. Correct answer, beta. 12th is Japan is not a BRICS member. Now, Baba, Prime Minister of India visited which Gulf country during his 5-nation tour? Yes, I have mentioned all the nations yesterday. Just if you go back the previous video, you will get all the things here. So now in this case, first visited Gulf country is what is that, sir? Exactly. Qatar, Oman, UAE, Bahrain. I mentioned that United Arab Emirates, my dear. That's what you call Prime Minister. It's a tour, including this. That nation is called as United Arab Emirates. So now, very important point, of course, it's a everyday discussion in this meantime. Even some states are already following this because of the crisis and all. A very important point I want to mention here now. India imports more than what percentage of its crude oil requirements approximately? Remember, the question is important. India imports more than what percentage of its crude oil requirements? Approximately 20%, 40%, and 60, 80%. India depends heavily on what you can say, please? Crude oil imports. So therefore, what now, especially in the concept of what? Energy crisis, or you can say that making energy security crucial. So that's the reason here we are importing 80%, my friends. D is right answer. Then I'll go back to first question, don't worry. I'll just go back within seconds of time, because all the newspapers covered today, the headlines is this only. Very unfortunate, all youngsters prepared already, but exam cancelled. NEET UG examination in India is conducted by which organization? CBSE, AICTE, National Testing Agency, Medical Council of India. But the answer for this question is NTA. So National Testing Agency. Remember. Now, the CBI functions under which act? Indian Penal Code, IPC 1860. Now, second one is Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, and C, Prevention of Corruption Act, D, National Security Act. But I want to tell you this one, a very fantastic question. Answer is no doubt B. But that this is in which year, sir? Delhi Special Police Establishment Act. Even if you want to write the abbreviation DSPE, yes, this act is of course better. DSPE Act 1946. Remember, 1946. The word important here. It's at the time. Yeah, even we didn't have our own. And in fact, it's not a free India. India got independence on 1947 of August 15th. So now point is, Central Bureau of Investigation derives its powers from the Delhi's Special Police Establishment Act. Means what? Very important point. These investigation powers and all taken from this act. Now question number 3. Which state police special organizations group investigated the NEET paper leak case initially? Right. Initially, of course, Rajasthan Special Organization Group. Right. Therefore, what you can say much of thing. Then it is shifted to CBI. Answer is Rajasthan. Now, beta question number 4. Assam Legislative Assembly has how many seats? Because headlines is this also. The new chief minister to this wonderful state, Assam. You know the answer, no need of telling his name here. So that is what you call, it's a big thing and it's consecutively, right? He's continuing as a chief minister, great thing that. And point in the case is, yes, Assam Legislative Assembly has how many seats? Means 90, 126, 140 and 224. Beta, these 126 seats are there. In this, of course, the BJP got 102. That's a big thing. Right? BJP, or you can say, no, I shouldn't say BJP, NDA I have to use, yes. Proper word for this, I'm sorry, that is NDA total. The alliance, of course, got 1 or 2. So, which article deals with fundamental duties, including scientific temper? This was mentioned in the news because of what? The Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. He has used and mentioned one thing, that scientific temper. So, he is recruited as an astrologer, as some special officer. Then that's the point has come. So Article 14, Article 19, Article 32. Beta, Article 14 are fundamental rights, because from 12 to 35, no doubt, it comes under fundamental rights. If you know this point, this is not the answer, because I am asking about fundamental duties. Obviously, this is right to equality, right to expression, everything. Of course, you know all these points. 32 is a very crucial one, remember. It's for remedies, right? Constitutional remedy is a big thing. That is a very fantastic thing. Under this only we can approach, of course, Supreme Court to have our own fundamental rights, and Supreme Court will issue writs on Article 32 only. So anyhow, very important point here. At the same time, so High Court is 226. These two articles you have to remember, Article 32 and 226, very in the point of writs, my dear. So major point in this case is what? These are fundamental rights. So option for this question is, when duties comes 51A, even if you want to specifically for this is H beta. We have in the beginning 10 duties were there, the 11th added. So this is what you can say. It's a HI, this is GHI, like that, no? 8th one is this one actually. So regarding scientific temper. Then 6th question, beta. The anti-defection law is contained in which schedule of the Constitution? Right. It is purely, especially what, because nowadays is what actually TVK got very less number of compared to, not very less. It's a largest, of course, securing party. In fact, maximum seats got by this TVK only. But there was less number to prove the majority. Automatically what? He will take the, what you can say, support of other parties. He has taken that succeeded. By this time it's over, I think. Yeah, now point better, because today is the floor test. I think it's over if I'm not bad. I didn't see the news. So point is over by this time. And the defections. This is a law especially meant for what? To control the defections better. These provisions related to what? Defections of legislators. Sir, if you give me the ministry, I'll join your party, like that. So that for the reason is it is anti, and there is very so many principles are there. If you go to the anti-defection law, you can find the principles. That example, you have been elected and you are from certain party beta, some X party, and you want to, without simply following the rules and regulations of X party, you are supporting Y party, or you can say simply joined without informing to this one, the other party. So you'll be expelled. That is what you can say. Now that type of things are there anyhow, but there is exemptions also there. If 2/3 members of the whole concerned party join merging, that is what you call mergering. If they merge the whole party to some other any party, that won't come under defection. Like that, we have some exemptions also there. Anyhow, the decision of the defection concept is given to the speaker. So that the whole decision has to be taken, whether he joined or not, or of course defected or not, like that. Whole things will be decided by the speaker. Generally, speaker is supporter of what you can say the leading ruling party. So that's a problem, one thing in this case. Anyhow, that's not the matter here. We'll discuss in our regular classes in a fantastic way. So now the point beta, which schedule is 10th schedule? Anti-defection law, in which schedule is 10th beta. Now N. Ramaswamy belongs to which political party? I think you know it is what today, and this Puducherry now got the wonderful same chief minister as for this new assembly. In fact, that's N. Rangaswamy. So he belongs to which party beta? DMK, no. A and NRC. In this case, NR stands for, I'll tell you that, N. Rangaswamy. N. Rangaswamy is that. C for Congress. AI is nothing but All India. So All India, yes, N. Rangaswamy Congress, if I am not wrong, that's the point. So he belongs to this party beta. And I think it is the 5th term for this Rangaswamy as a chief minister to this Puducherry beta. Puducherry is governed under which constitutional provision? Article 356, Article 390A, and Article 370, Article 324. Everything is very clear, because Article 356 is, that is emergency provision. So that is what you call state emergency. It's not the answer. Article 370 repealed. This is what you can say special status was given by this article to the Jammu and Kashmir. Article 324 of course speaks on constitution. This what is constitutional body, that is election commission. So fantastic things are there. These are not the answer. Chalo, elimination process. Option is what is that? 239A provides for legislators and councils of ministers in certain union territories, including Puducherry. That's what actually we have. But already I have covered all these questions now. Take the screenshot of my questions. By that it becomes, of course, all the questions will be with you that. Otherwise, pause and write to yourself. That's your choice. Which state government announced no vehicle day after austerity measures appeal? Because President, this wonderful Prime Minister of this country, appealed the people, right? Please save the fuel, don't purchase gold and something like that. So based on that, when government has taken very serious, the words of Prime Minister is taken seriously in the context of to save the nation from foreign, you can say, foreign exchange reserves. So which state government announced no vehicle day after austerity measure appeal? That's Uttar Pradesh has taken better. Not only this one, we have UP has taken the decision, Madhya Pradesh at the same time, what do you call? They're going to implement all these things, even Delhi also. But in our options, Kerala, Odisha, Punjab, out of these 4, UP is the right answer for this question. Import duty was increased on which one better? Option is A, wheat, B, cotton, C, gold, D, coal, my dear. Now answer for this question definitely you'll expect this I mentioned now, right? This is what you can say, gold and precious metals. So this is what, if you import raise the duty, automatically what you can say, gap between that you can say account will be reduced. That's a major point here. Increasing import duty and gold mainly helps to, this is what, see, increase exports, reduce current account deficit. That's what I mentioned now. So it reduces current account deficit better. So deficit means what? You know the meaning of outgoing minus, this is what you call incoming. If it is there always, which if called as in economic terminology, if your exports are fantastic than that of imports, automatically the beautiful thing is that we won't say that our surplus, right? This is what you can say, account deficit won't come. Our current account is sufficient, right? So later point is what? Equal. The point is what? If it is negative, you can say deficit. So we'll just discuss very fantastic all these points. I'm not discussing every point in this current affairs class. It is purely linked for this one. But if you join my classes, individual module is also there. At the same time, regular program is there. Anything, because we have PCM program for UPSC and of course long-term and crash course for CLAT. This is fundamental point. Individually, if you want to join for economy, polity, geography, or history, or of course any of your CSAT, we will just provide individual modules also. We have online program. You are most welcome from any part of this wonderful country. So now answer is beta here, 17th B. Now go to question number 18, my dear. Which institution releases GDP estimates in India? That is option A, RBI, Niti Aayog, MOSPI. Beta answer, of course, SEBI is not that. Answer is MOSPI. MO stands for Ministry of, right? This is what you call MO stands for Ministry of, S for Statistics and Program Implementation. I for implementation. They releases the GDP estimates. So option is C, beta. Now the release date of provisional GDP estimates was revised to 1st June, 5th June, 7th June, yes, and 10th June. But the government revised the GDP releases schedule to improve data quality. That's on 1st June, beta. Option is not for 7th June, I'm sorry. It's 7th June, okay. Answer is C, beta. Go to please. 7th June, of course, mistake is from my side. Yeah, I'll recollect. The Judicial Infrastructure Advisory Committee, he is headed by, but a very important point, of course, our CJI, and this installed this wonderful thing that because courts need minimum 40 to 50,000 crores like that to modern infrastructure, digital concepts, buildings, and almost self facilities to the judicial applications. This is what actually plays the judicial infrastructure. In fact, the point is there, no infrastructure, including digitization also plays. Digital infrastructure also major point of this one plays. Advisory committee is headed by Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Arvind Kumar, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, Justice B.R. Gawai. But all are of course ex-CJIs. So answer is Justice Arvind Kumar. So this is what these three are ex-CJIs. So answer is, now you say is the current that justice. No? So answer is here Justice Arvind Kumar is the right answer, beta. Right. Next main point I told you, modernization of courts is very sufficient for you. That this committee is specially meant for what? Formed to modernize the courts. Just you remember this point. Then go to question number 21, beta. The purpose of the Judicial Infrastructure Advisory Committee is to conduct judicial exams, modernize court infrastructure. Just I told there only option B, my dear. This is a very important infrastructure and digital systems. Main focusing upon digital systems, please. Then International Nurses Day is observed on, because why? We have of course the wonderful personalities there in the next question that. So I want to tell you the date, it is just enough, right? So this is what actually celebrate the birth anniversary of this great lady. That's, I'll tell the name also better. The date is here, 12th May, yesterday. International Nurses Day is of course, please, that is called as, it's a birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale's birth anniversary is commemorated as International Nurses Day, beta. Now question number 23. Florence Nightingale is known as Mother of Education, founder of modern nursing. The same point I mentioned already. So B is right answer. 24th question. National Florence Nightingale Award was instituted in which year? That's in 1973. Option is C, beta. Then go to question number next. Which ministry gives National Florence Nightingale Award? Option A, Ministry of Women and Child Development. B, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Yes, this is what you call next. Ministry of Social Justice. No question of his Health and Family Welfare is right answer, beta. B right answer here. India recorded fastest growth in which field? Coal imports, nuclear energy, renewable energy capacity addition, and gold reserves. Beta, option for this question, you know, India records the world's fastest renewable energy capacity addition. So option is C, my dear. Then mule accounts are associated with, it's a very serious concern in cyber crime. Every day you are watching some or the other digital arrest, something like that, right? Majority the retired people, aged people, in some qualified people also losing their money, and that is crediting to certain other accounts, and it will be taken by the other people, and is a very big story. It is mule accounts. So option A, agriculture loans, cyber financial frauds, and defense procurement and taxation. Option is beta, cyber financial frauds. Then 28th question. Which organization signed MOU with RBI Innovation Hub to curb cyber frauds? Beta ED, NIA, I4C, and UIDAI. Now, in the case of cybercrime, this I4C is a fantastic organization. There is no doubt at all, because they're doing wonders. You can find, of course, majority things cyber dosti is there. I'm going to take a special video on this cyber crime, please, within days of time. So now answer for this question, but I4C it is. Remember, ICC like that. It's a fantastic. They kept it as what? I4C. Understand now? So I for Indian. Very important. Cyber Crime Coordination Center. Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, of course, signed MOU with RBI beta. So answer is I4C. Then come to the point of question number 29. Southwestern monsoon normally sets over Kerala around. Yes, little early we are expecting that 15th May, 1st June, 15th June and 1st July. Beta answer is 1st June. 1st June, sorry, B option. That is B option beta. Now, which organization forecasts monsoon in India? Yes, Niti Aayog, ISRO, IMD, CWC. Answer is what you say, please. IMD stands for India Meteorological Department. Next, my dear. Kailash Manas Sarovar Kailash Manas Sarovar is located in option A, Nepal, Bhutan, Tibet Autonomous Region, D, Ladakh. No doubt, of course, we say better answer for this question, my youngsters. Yes, acha. Heat waves, 31st I have to read. Anyhow, after completion of 32nd, I'll go to that one, please. Now, 32nd answer beta here, Tibet Autonomous Region. So, C is the right answer beta. Mount Kailash, we'll say that Mount Kailash lies in Tibet under China. So, now point is C. Now, come to the point of question number 31 beta. Heat waves are most directly linked with, yes, option A. In this case, also a very important point is, just a second, I'll just, switch on this better. Now we have batteries, of course, draining. That come to the point. Now question number 31 beta. What's the point in this case? Observe this point, please. Right. Now 31st, heat waves are most directly linked with, option is climate variability, option B, my dear. Then come to the point of question number 33. Remember, it's a very important point, of course. Now come to the point. Kailash Manas Sarovar is sacred for. Kailash Manas Sarovar is sacred for. Just give me 1 second of time. I'll just, yes, I'll switch on. Yeah. My video is off. I'll on my video. Yes, now come to the point, beta. Just a sec. That's only 1.5 seconds or 1 minute. Not a problem, beta. Go to this. Again, I'll come back with the same questions. Now come to the point, my youngsters. Right. Very fantastic. Kailash Manas Sarovar is sacred for Hindus only, B, Hindus and Buddhists only, C, Hindus, Buddhists, Jains and Bon followers, C, D, Sikhs only, beta. The beta answer in this case is what? For everybody. Hindus, Buddhists, Jains and Bon followers. Baba, in this case is, of course, very fantastic thing I want to tell you that Bon followers, of course, we have in same Tibetan region, some part of China, even Nepal, and even if I'm not wrong, some northeastern states of India. So therefore, what option C beta? Even northern India also I want to mention that. So that's a very fantastic thing, please. It has the spiritual significance across multiple regions or multi-nations. So that is the option C beta. Then question number 34. The Indian parliamentary delegation visiting Bhutan is led by the Speaker of wonderful, that's our Lok Sabha. So option is B beta, Mr. Birla. Then come to the point of 35. India-Bhutan cooperation is especially important in oil reserves, hydropower, diamond trade and fisheries. Beta, the answer. This hydropower cooperation is major pillar of Indo-Bhutan relations. So answer for this question is B. A sharp rise in crude oil price negatively impacts India mainly because, option A, India exports large quantities of oil. Very joke it is. B, India heavily imports oil. This is the major point, beta. B is the right reason for this one. Of course, we have to pray the God to that God. This war has to end. So Sensex is associated with RBI, Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, NABARD. Beta, answer is BSC. So Sensex is for BSE beta, Nifty for NSE. That's what to remember. So Nifty is benchmark index in NSE. Remember these two general questions. Now, the Calcutta High Court stepped aside from hearing which case? Option A, coal scam case, Narada case, and Arjikar rape case, rape and murder case. This is the answer beta. 39th question, of course. So the division bench stepped aside and referred the matter further. So option is C. Then go to question number 40. Which state ordered closure of liquor shops near schools and religious places? It's a very wonderful step taken by the concerned government, of course, the newly formed government in Tamil Nadu. The Vijay is the right Chief Minister, Joseph Vijay. See, Joseph Vijay is the new Chief Minister of this Tamil Nadu. And he's taken a great step that. So option A, Karnataka, B, Andhra Pradesh, and C, Tamil Nadu, D, Kerala. You know the answer for this question, beta? Tamil Nadu. Now, Baba, I want to tell you that almost all I want to tell you that 707 shops, right, closed of these all outlets. So this all comes under TASMAC. What is TASMAC? I'll tell you in the next question. 717 outlets closed purely. That is what, of course, within days of time they impact. Now, they have taken the decision, it will be implemented. TASMAC is associated with electricity distribution, state-run liquor retailing, agriculture exports. D, fisheries beta. T for TA stands for Tamil Nadu. S for state. Beta, in this case is what? M for Marketing Cooperation Limited. TASMAC stands for, I think you understood, Tamil Nadu State Marketing Cooperation Limited. Right? That's a very unfortunate. In fact, they are selling. There's a law is there, no problem. As of now, we shouldn't talk anything more than that. And this was taken in 1983. From 1983 onward, they are looking after this one better to manage the wholesale and you can say retail of this liquor. Right? Come to the point of question number 42nd. Which badminton player? Okay, which badminton pair advanced to second round of Thailand Open 2026? So, example, a question comes in that one. Thailand Open is of which sport? You should say that badminton. Option A, Lakshya Sen and HS Pranay. B, Satvik Raj Reddy, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty. This is the answer beta. Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty is the right answer, my youngsters. It's very important. This is Indian doubles pair won their opening round match. So therefore they now very fantastic. The second round they entered. For the third question here. What is that here? Which country was accused in reports of allowing Iranian military aircraft as its airbase? It's the mentality of that country. That's all. Is playing as, of course, I'm the mediator. I want to maintain decency between the two nations. And that secretly is helping to keep the weapons of, or you can say aircraft of Iran in its own country. And actually is, of course, simply I'm from, I can simply support always USA like that it tells. The nature of the country is that actually Pakistan. Then come to the point of question number 44. Which British Prime Minister faced internal pressure within Labour Party? Option A, Boris Johnson. No, he's not. No more. Now he's not the Prime Minister. And Rishi Sunak also the same. Answer is Keir Starmer. C is the right answer, beta. So that is what pressure after poor local election results. Based on that, it has come. Beta. Last and final question of the day. The double engine government phrase generally refers to option A, coalition government, center and state ruled by same alien. That's what actually we have. Now this is a trend, of course, we have majority states in India as on date we have double engine government. So better, we are understanding that developmental angle. It's really nice also. So anyhow, but I hope you understood. This is a wonderful video of today's news which are very important. And no doubt you have to read the newspaper. No doubt you have to listen to the newspaper, news compulsory that. But it's from my side, of course, it's a catalyst to your success, my youngsters. I wish you all the best. We'll meet again with another video and just follow my channel and expand it to share it to your friends. And those who are willing to join, of course, welcome to Mantra IAS Academy, Hyderabad. Bye-bye, beta. Good day.